everything right here. It'll stay right here.
Right there.
Leave it alone, because
that's the first thing. That's the first thing to come. They definitely trying to get some.
Come on, you gotta have one for me that we can actually talk about here on the air.
Oh no, not on TV.
Really?
I can't do them like that. I can't do them like
That's
that.
a good friend.
How about when he used to go around the locker room and do his little podcast to kind of get himself ready for this job that he used to do? I know some other
prepping.
I know some other guys that you play with that used to say, man, he used to walk around the locker room and do his own podcast and do interviews before practice. Guys was like, man, what are you doing? And he's always saying,
he was meant to do
I heard
this.
he was always saying, man, I'm just doing my real job.
You know what though? When he was doing that, I was in Detroit, so I did my last year, or his last year, should I say? I guess he wasn't allowed to do it or something. I don't know. He wasn't in there doing it though.
Yeah. We had to talk about that when that red dot ended up. You know what I'm saying?
Because I came in asking about it, like, man, what's up, man? I've been seeing this all over the internet. What's going on? Oh no, I can't. I ain't doing it this year.
Put them cuffs on them, huh?
Put the cuffs on me. I'll put the cuffs on
hey,
me.
you know when they do it, hey, you ain't got no choice but to put your hands up.
So Cliff, I feel like one of the biggest surprises this season was the Seahawks and the turnaround. I mean, it went from a team that was clearly in a retooling stage. I mean, I don't really know what the difference is between rebuilding and retooling, but that's sort of like what everybody says, so we're going to go with it, retooling. But all of a sudden, I mean, this team, were you surprised by how quickly things turned around?
Nah, not really. You know, the one thing is, okay, you're rebuilding, you're retooling, whatever you want to call it. But if you have a quarterback like Russell Wilson, top 5 quarterback, and then you got somebody like Bobby Wagner on the other side of the ball, who's arguably probably the best linebacker in the game. Are you rebuilding anything? You got two solid players to kind of, build your team around, but those guys have won championships. Those guys have been in some of the biggest games. So I'm not surprised those guys were successful.
Let's take it to the the quarterbacks in this game here, because you saw Jared Goff a couple of years ago. This is not.
It's not the same. It's not the same guy. It's not the same guy.
Now look, we've talked all season long, and even back to last year, Sean McVay's doing things to make him comfortable. Listen, he is still playing above the X's and O's at this point. Are you amazed at how far he's come so quickly?
Yes, that's what it is, though, how fast it's happened. Because, honestly, the first couple times we played him, I'm like, I don't know if this kid's going to be in the NFL a couple years. Yeah. But then you start seeing...
that's crazy.
You put Sean McVay in there, then you put some weapons around him, and now he's one of the top quarterbacks. So it's impressive to see so fast.
Is it really that crazy? Or maybe we just gave Jeff Fisher way too much credit?
Hey.
Jeff Fisher, he was a defensive coach, right? He didn't necessarily coach the actual quarterbacks.
As a head coach, Jeff Fisher has not really been
successful.
Average.
Below.
I mean, if you go to statistics on losing his coach, he's right there in the top 5.
Yeah, for sure. That's very true, especially with how long he kept that job, first and foremost, and all the losing that they did. But it was just interesting to see.
Said that.
I got you. I got you. I ain't getting paid by y'all.
Let's get your question in, Mike.
So nice of you, Garofalo. Wow.
Spent plenty of time with him. But
I know you played against Brady. We just talked about Jared Goff, man. Like, how do you stop Brady? I know people are just saying get to him with your front four and then play everybody else in coverage. But you rush the passer. He gets the ball out, bro.
No, he gets it up.
How do you get to a guy like that?
Well, I know when we played him in the Super Bowl that first half before I got hurt, we were getting after him. But it starts with the guys up front, but also starts with your DBs. You got to throw things off. You got to throw the timing of everything off because he's getting the ball out fast. And your DBs are throwing the timing off. It gives your pass rush a little bit more time to be able to get after him. So that's why I think Sue and Aaron Donald, they have to play well, but also the guys on the corner have to do their job as well.
Those are the. I mean, if you're a defensive end coming into this game, and you know you've got Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh on the inside. Now Sue will kick out there at times. But you've got one-on-one. A guy like Dante Fowler's got to eat in this game, right?
Oh, they have to. But again, it goes together, though. The DBs have to play well, too. They have to throw the timing off to allow their pass rush to get after him. But Dante Fowler, Sue, all those guys, they have to be able to get pressure and hits. It don't necessarily have to be sacks, but just making Brady uncomfortable in that pocket is important.
You've done a lot of work in Haiti. What are we doing lately there?
We're heading down there in April. Matter of fact, all you guys should
Come on, dog.
I will go.
No,
I
let's
will
make it
absolutely
happen.
go.
Let's make it happen.
I would love to.
That was my
Haiti.
invite.
Got it.
That was my invite.
I'm serious now.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, are we flying private?
No.
Oh, wow. Really, Steve? Okay.
Hold on. Come on now.
How you gonna ask him to fly private? You don't even fly private on your own.
I'd never done it. I'm trying to make
So
On a charity trip, though? Come on now.
On a charity trip.
So we're flying,
Careful is constantly like, I really want to fly private. I've never flew private.
On a charity.
On a charity trip. Man,
He trying to go government, right? He could be a congressman.
Oh, no.
Let's go on a charity trip.
2020, here we go.
Private. Let's spend some money. Go private.
Garofalo
Help some
Smith,
guys
2020, you're
Wow.
coming with me, man.
out. Oh my God.
So you're going to Haiti
Yes.
in April, and
going-
what do you have going on?
So I'm building an elementary school out there right now, and we've been working on that. It opens up this fall.
Oh, wow.
A couple years ago, we built 25 homes after the hurricane that passed through. And there's a Boys and Girls Club that I support out there as well. We host football camps. We do a lot of different things out there, just trying to, one, shed light on the athletes that they have out there, but two, just giving the kids some more opportunities to just fall in love with the game of football.
I love that. That is
Is that the
so
one?
awesome.
Does Doom go on that trip?
Who?
Doom.
He hasn't gone with me, but we're trying to partner up.
You
and do
guys
some-
are linking up?
for sure.
Yeah, that sounds very familiar. That's what I'm
No, it's quite
That's
a few.
awesome.
Haitian, I mean, there's quite a few Haitian players in the league right
Yeah.
now. I think it's like 36 or 37.
Wow.
So that's impressive stuff. So all of us need to come together and try to make a difference in that country.
This is great. We're all going to come together as
I will
well.
swim there, Cliff, if I have to. I will
Yeah.
there with
If there's a private boat that can take care of
Now you want to swim?
he'll
We
go
gonna
there.
private chance to swim in. Come on, man. Make up your mind.
Look at it.
Cliff, you're amazing.
He's a politician.
We're going to do a trip to Haiti. This is awesome.
Let's
Thanks
do it.
so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Cliff Avril, everybody. And we have another player familiar with facing these Patriots coming up, two-time Pro Bowler